My goal over here is to make this course on digital marketing all about how to go about doing it. We've all been, we understand that the concept of digital marketing is a very important one, that has wide implications for the organization that you work for, as well as for the discipline as a whole. My goal over here is to provide a gentle introduction to the actual undertaking of digital marketing campaigns and trying to make sure that we understand how to do these. So there are 5 things that we will be covering over the 2 days in Bled that we'll be together, 16 hours in total. The first thing that I will be talking about and discussing with you is what I call the digital marketing mandate. Why bother going with digital? We will use the concept of what are the consequences of disintermediation. What happens when you aren't online with digital marketing initiatives and your competitors are. We'll talk about the customer journey and the loyalty loop, just as we have in the past in marketing about the customer funnel. We'll talk about that to set the stage for why digital marketing should be undertaken, even if it's in a limited way. The second thing that we will be considering, and this I think is among the more important aspects of the course, would be tools and metrics that matter to digital marketers, KPIs or key performance indicators in other words, and how do you go about designing campaigns. So in particular here I'll be talking about 3 things and introducing you, if you haven't already had some exposure to that, to 3 particular tools that have become very important in the digital marketing space. A/B testing, conversion rate optimization or CRO, and how do I know that the outcomes that I say are attributable to digital marketing are actually so? How do I know that it's not because of any other event that is happening? So how do you run these experiments to make sure that what you say is because of your digital marketing initiatives is actually so? So that's the second aspect that we will do in this class. This is on day 1. And then we will end day 1 with how do I get going on digital marketing? Many of us that will be meeting in Bled have very little, if any, exposure to digital marketing campaigns. How do I start doing this? How do I execute, assess, and tweak or change a digital marketing campaign? Now here I'll be talking about 2 particular extremes, and from what I've seen already among the participants, you fall somewhere along this continuum. On the one hand, you have these large multi-dimensional firms where you don't quite know how to organize when you've got such a large organization. On the other hand, you have a completely different problem, which is I'm a small startup or a small boutique firm offering services, or I'm a government organization that has not been in the area of marketing initiatives before. How do I even get started on doing this? So we'll talk about how to organize for digital marketing campaigns and digital marketing success. The fourth thing that we will be discussing is how do you deal with unstructured data. So when I say unstructured data, I mean things like reviews. What are people saying about your brand or your firm or your organization? We call this sentiment analysis in marketing. It's a burgeoning area of research and development, and I'll share with you some tools on how do you conduct sentiment analysis, either on social media collected APIs, application program interfaces, or directly from your website or from what other people are saying about your brand in the public space. So we'll talk about how to do that with some tools and software. And finally, perhaps what I'm the most excited about is actually doing this. And what do I mean by that? It's fine to keep talking about digital marketing and how digital marketing is the best thing since sliced bread. But how do you actually go about doing digital marketing, and how do you know you're good at it? So we'll be running a simulation where we will spend about 5 to 6 hours of our course, of the 16 hours together, on actually conducting digital marketing campaigns in groups. I'll break you up into groups, make up different groups among you, and you'll be working to do things like landing page creation, CRO, that would be the conversion rate optimization that I talked about earlier, A/B testing, which we talked about earlier as well, email marketing, keyword search, and basic on-site search engine optimization as well. All these things should give you, at the end of a 2-day process of immersion, a very good exposure to getting started and becoming armed and dangerous with digital marketing initiatives. I am looking forward to meeting you in Bled and to having a wonderful discussion with all of you who are interested enough to enroll yourself in this course. Thank you for your time, and I wish you the very best as you go forward. All the best.